All right, I'm calling the City Council Lacy Lakeview meeting to order at 6 p.m. Madam Secretary, would you please call roll?
Ms. Jamison?
Present.
Ms. Gage? Here. Mr. O'Vera?
Present.
Mr. Hurst? Ms. Lucero?
Here.
And Mr. Daniel?
Here.
Okay, line item number 3, if you'll join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We're going to recess work session to convene regular session. And we're going to go to the approval of the minutes from the City Council meeting held. Okay. Sorry. We're going to defer back to the City Secretary for just a moment.
And I forgot to mention Mr. Wilson's name, and he's not present, so.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Convening recessing work session to convene regular session. We're moving on to line item 4, which is the approval of the minutes from the City Council meeting held on June 9th, 2026. Do I have a motion?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes from the City Council meeting held on June 9th, 2026.
Second.
Okay. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Yeah, Lori, I just want to make sure that you change big proponent of data centers to not big proponent of data centers.
Yes.
I put it on the
I
thing,
know that
yes.
you had sent the email, I just didn't go back and look. So
Yes, I did.
that's my only comment.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay. Any further discussion? Any other discussion? Okay. Hearing none, please call for the, oh shoot, yeah, please call the vote, please, Madam Secretary.
Ms. Lucero?
Yes.
Mr. O'Vera?
Yes.
Ms. Jamison?
Yes.
Mr. Daniel?
Yes.
Mr. Hurst?
Abstain.
Ms. Gage?
Yes.
And Mr. Wilson?
Okay, motion passes. We now move on to discussion and consideration of action of setting a public hearing for the proposed budget for the fiscal year 2026-2027. And do I have a motion?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the setting the public hearing for the proposed budget for the fiscal year 2026, 2027, for July 28, 2026.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Any discussion? Hearing none, City Secretary, please poll the council.
Ms. Jamison?
Yes.
Mr. Daniel?
Yes.
Ms. Lucero?
Yes.
Ms. Gage?
Yes.
Mr. Hurst?
Yes.
And Mr. O'Vera?
Yes. Okay. And then we are off on to line item 6, discussion and consideration of action of setting a public hearing for the proposed property tax rate for the fiscal year 2026-2027. Do I have a motion?
I move to approve setting the public hearing for the proposed property tax rate for the fiscal year 2026 to 2027 for August 11th, 2026.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Any discussion? Okay. Hearing none, City Secretary, would you please poll the council?
Mr. O'Vera?
Yes.
Ms. Jamison?
Yes.
Ms. Gage?
Yes.
Mr. Hurst?
Yes.
Mr. Daniel?
Yes.
And Ms. Lucero?
Yes.
Motion passes. Thank you. We are now on to line item number 7. This is public comment. This is the time for individuals to address the City Council on issues and items of concern on or not on the agenda. There will be no City Council action at this time, a limit of 3 minutes per person. The City Council reserves the right to move, when appropriate and upon the agreement of the individual, an individual's request to speak on a specific agenda item so they may speak at that time. And I've got 2 this evening. Ms. Tyus.
Gail Tice, 302 Avenue I. I'm at 302 Avenue I. I just want to give everybody an update on our senior social. We had our meeting last week, and we met one of the school board members for Collin ISD. They're all excited about making this a community effort as well, not just a school district issue, but a community issue. And in doing that, we got a good turnout. We got a good background of what's going on and why. And during that, afterwards, we got to talking, and we've discovered that some of us don't know where all the different campuses are. Me, for one. I know that it's up on the hill in Elmont, but that's as far as I can go. So they have proposed, and I'm working on it now, for the 15th of July to have a bus tour. They're going to bring one of the school buses, load us up, and take us around all the different campuses, explain what's going on, what groups will be in there, and what's going on. So I will be letting everybody know exactly when and where and what's going on. When they go out to Lacy Lakeview neighborhood, I'll keep everybody posted. Otherwise, I'm beginning to look really good. We got some new people coming in last week. Hopefully, we'll get more this next 2 or 3 weeks. And maybe by this winter, we'll be full steam ahead. I'm trying to get additional programs set up from at least once a month, not for both our mock meetings, but at least once a month. And so stay tuned. We're growing. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. Ms. Carla Garcia.
My name is Carla Garcia. I live at 2789 Ross Road in Ross. I'm here to speak about the proposed data center. How many people here remember General Tire? They were a huge part of Waco's economy for 40 years, employing 1,400 people, and they had an annual payroll of $42 million. After the plant closed, the Waco Tribune-Herald stated, quote, "The announced closing of Waco's General Tire plant leaves a carnivorous void in Waco's economy," end quote. The number of employees left without jobs was nearly 10% of the area's workforce. Waco had put all its economic growth into one business. These were rough times for Waco. What did Waco learn from this? They learned to move towards many industrial partners, so the loss of one would not wreck the entire local community. Lacy Lakeview has been working on bringing in more businesses. That is commendable and wise. However, to lean upon one business, Infrakey, that has already put up their one asset, the 526 acres, as collateral on an $8 million loan is not. Infrakey's first item on their exit strategy is a plan to develop the property and sell it. Infrakey is not going to be a partner to Lacy Lakeview. They are here to make money and leave. What happens in the 50-year franchise agreement when Infrakey sells? Will the city of Lacy Lakeview and its citizens be left holding an empty bag? Or will it be even worse? Will Lacy Lakeview be left with obligations that will harm the city for the foreseeable future? The best course of action for Lacy Lakeview is to keep attracting more businesses to the city. Learn a lesson the city of Waco has already learned. As the saying goes, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Be responsible stewards of your city and help it to grow the right way. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. All right. Now we move on to line item number 8, council members' input. Anybody have anything they wish to share?
I do. I wanted to mention a couple things, to just kind of expand a little bit on what Gail mentioned about the TEA board member and the superintendent that went to the senior social. There is also a food program during the summertime that is not just for students, and Ms. Peoples-Lindsay asked me to share that with everyone. So that for anyone who's under the age of 18 all summer long, you can go to Conley ISD campuses and get free breakfast and free lunch. And they also have discounted breakfast and lunch for anyone over 18 years. So I think it was $3.50 for breakfast and $5.25 for lunch. So if anyone's hungry and needs access to food, you can go to Conley's website and get some more details on it, or if you want to see me after the meeting, I've got a flyer that they handed out. And then, let's see, what else did I have on here? At the last meeting, I had said I was going to the Texas Water Conservation Board meeting in Austin, Texas. That was today. I'm just going to confess, I did not go today. I wasn't able to make it. So on the record, I did not go. But I will be looking for any resolutions that were passed during that meeting, or any information that I can share with the council and the community. I'll be happy to do that. And I think that's it. That's all I had for me.
Anyone else on council? Okay, awesome. Move on to mayor's report. Nothing really to report. I just apologize to everybody. I'm in vacation Bible school attire. Usually I'm a little bit more dressed up, so I apologize. But thank you all for showing up. I really do. And then there's one comment that I'd like to make on Ms. Garcia. I know the exit strategy has been brought up for a couple of times, but anybody who's doing a business plan has to have an exit strategy. So that may be on there, doesn't mean that's a goal. That's not anybody's goal in a business, is to, well, not always, right? Sometimes, but it's not the only reason. They don't set up a business just to sell it always. So I just wanted to put that out there. But yeah, anytime I've had to set up a business, I have to have an exit strategy, even if I want to keep it my entire life. So, and with that, we move on. We will recess regular session at 6:12, and we will convene into the budget workshop. And we will begin the budget discussion for the fiscal year of 2026, 2027.
of our proposed budget. And
We got multiple. We got on council. We're missing. We got
here's
two.
one, here's one.
Anybody want any
I
water?
got one over here.
Water?
You're gonna need that. You're gonna need that. You
Oh,
might
yeah.
need that
Y'all
if you
need
ask
it.
questions.
Yeah, we got two. We got
Okay.
Dave's.
Okay.
Yeah, I got Dave's in mine.
That's what we can do. Just look for anything small.
I guess the Chiefs are sharing that one. The Chiefs mic. All right, we got it.
Okay, the way we've always done this, or the way we're gonna do this, is y'all now have been given a copy of the proposed budget. I like to kinda, I know it's the first time you've seen it, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna go, starting at the front, and we'll kinda go line by line, scan through here. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them, or make notes, and we can always get them answered at the next budget workshop, or if you have some, please feel free to text me or call me or email me, whatever. If you look at the budget summary, page 4, if you look at our general revenue fund there, we are, in that general revenue fund, there's $6,738,194. And if you look at the expenses, you have admin, finance, police, fire, park, streets, building official, and court. And then if you look at water sewer revenue, it's $4,210,213.66. And if you look at the expenses there, it's admin and public works. And then our water sewer expense, okay? So, any questions on the budget summary? Because we're going to go through all these. Okay. So on page 5, this right here, it gives our general, everybody knows there's general fund and there's water sewer fund, okay? So we have two different sources of revenues here. Okay, so in the general fund revenues, if you'll look at your ad valorem, or your property tax, which is ad valorem tax, okay? Our projection for 26 was $3,473,180. And our budget for this year is $3,516,950. And you see penalty and interest, our sales tax, we are projecting for 2026, $2,441,142.19. But if you look at the budget, we're, out of that, we're budgeting $2,300,000.
Does that include the academy, like projections for the academy
No.
sales tax?
No.
No. No.
This is based on historical,
Mhm.
and we budget conservatively because we don't know what the market's gonna do.
And then mixed beverage tax, franchise tax. If you look at total taxes, $6,186,950. And then under kind of permit, you see the electrical permit, plumbing permit, building permit, mechanical permit, occupation license, garage sale permits, alcohol permit. So total permits and licenses, 103,650. Fines, and these are typically your traffic fines. We're budgeting 75,000. And total fines, of course, and forfeiture, 75,000. And then you got court time, court cost revenue, police reports, police station allocation, dispatch from TSTC, McLennan County Fire Services, sanitation revenue, zoning and specific use, abatement revenue, community events, which is nothing, credit card fees. So total fees and services, $89,895. And then the food truck, the landfill, and the civic center, that totals $95,650. And then interest now and interest earnings, $8,200. Donations to the police department, we didn't really budget anything there because we don't know what kind of donations we'll get. Other income, $25,000. So total there is, no, $25,000. Then going to page 6. Then we have the management fee of $153,849. And so total general fund revenues, $6,738,194.
What's management fee?
That is the fee that we move from water and sewer over to the general fund to cover, like salaries, things like that. Any other questions on that page? Okay.
So in 25, you spent 170,000 on management fees. You're projecting only 153. What was the difference that you don't feel like you need to budget as much as you spent in 25?
Well, our projection for this year is 125,000.
That's what we budgeted.
Yeah, that's what we budgeted, yeah.
I'm looking at
Yeah.
2027 budget, I guess.
Right.
But again, same question, it's less, it's 125.
Mhm.
What
It is.
changed?
I don't think we really didn't kind of need to move as much money over, so we left more in water sewer.
Found cheaper help.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, that's the fund that, we can be flexible with that.
Just as you need.
Yeah.
Cheap capital.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Let's see, page 7, and this is the administration expense. Of course, you have salaries, social security, unemployment tax, group hospital and life. So we might as well have the discussion on, we're talking about group hospital, hospitalization. We have been quoted at a minimum 30% increase in our insurance this year, health insurance, because we're 144.2% debt to loss ratio. They're paying out a lot more than they're getting from us. So and they have for the last 2 years, so our insurance is going up. And we've been quoted a minimum of 30%. So that's what we're putting in here, is 30%.
Raise,
Sir?
a 30% increase.
Yes, sir, that's
Yeah.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's all employees across the board, all departments.
So you probably just got too many old people in here.
Well.
I'll leave now. Hey, you can have a catastrophic injury, because I used to work with workers' comp and all that,
Mhm.
in risk management. You can have a catastrophic injury. You can have surgeries, major surgeries, and I guarantee you have enough of them,
Yeah.
it's going up.
Oh,
Yeah, and I really can't go into that, who or what or whatever, but we've had, several that have kind of hit us hard.
Yeah.
And one of the things we're looking at doing to try to get our rates down is implement a wellness program. Talking to our insurance representative, by implementing a wellness program, then they look at that when they go to quote your insurance. And so we have, our insurance allows everyone to go and every employee to get a physical every year. But we have a lot of people that don't do that. So we're looking at ways, how do we get, maybe give them half a day off, book your physical and go get it. And we keep a record of that, and that'll help
Michael
us.
talked to Waco about, they did the whole wellness program thing,
Mhm.
and they gave several incentives for employees to do it. Of course, I would have fell into the category of catastrophic failure with my back being broken, but I probably cost their insurance a little bit, but something that we want to talk to them about as well.
Yeah, and we just learned that really the other day, trying to figure out what we're gonna do here. How do we get our insurance down? And I'll be honest with you, we had one insurance company said if they were gonna quote us, it'd be 47% more than we're paying now. So, that's where we're at, we're working on it, how can we get it down? But, just to tell you, that's what we're looking at. And we hope it's no more than 30, but we don't know that yet.
So it's about a $15,000 increase, 16.
Yes, sir. But keep in mind, this is administration.
Oh,
This is not everybody.
oh,
You're gonna see it across the board in every department.
okay.
Any other questions on that? Okay, we'll move on. You see workers' comp, retirement, certification pay, employee relations. That's actually kind of a new line item we put in there. And, let's see. So total personnel, you're looking at 454,488. Office supplies, operating supplies, fuel expense, clothing. Then we get to, so total supplies, 33.5. Building maintenance, 5,000. Motor vehicle repairs, 1,000. So total maintenance, 6. Professional services, 23,770. Consultant services, 12,000. Information technology services, 30. Those last two are new line items there. That if you look at professional services, 75, and I think you add that up, and I think that is 65,770. So that just about, it's a little less than that, than the 75 professional services. And then, if you move down to audit, you see there's nothing there on audit. We're just not gonna do an audit no more. No, I'm just kidding. No, actually, we moved the audit line item over to finance. So you're gonna see that line item there in finance, which really where it should be. So that's a finance expense, not a administration expense. And then McLennan County Appraisal District, attorney fees, the Metropolitan Planning Organization fee, the abatement liens, lease vehicle, health district contribution, utilities, hot cod contribution, advertising, dues and subscription, education, insurance, building and contents, insurance liability, insurance collision, so total services, 228,977.
The health district contribution, that's the McLennan County. Okay.
Yes, sir, that's correct. And they just sent us today what they're going to charge us, and we're about $600 off on this because we just got it, but we're pretty close. And they do that. I think it's $4.40 per resident per population. If that serves me right, is that 440? I think that's right, 440.
Hey Calvin, what kind of things are included in the education? I'm looking at, it's like almost $20,000 averaging out for this time. So what education is that?
Then we go to various conferences. We do at TML. We go to different trainings and things like that.
Is that for administration and employees?
That's just for administration.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's actually for 3 people.
Well, no, it's actually, it includes councils.
Yeah, it includes council too.
When they go
Any
to
kind
do
Yeah.
any education.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Yeah.
continuing education,
Ma'am?
continuing education included in
Mhm.
this?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, sure is.
And that's what I'll be doing,
Yeah.
continuing education.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if y'all remember, I think it was last year, is it me, Chuck? No, it was the year before. I think it was me, Chuck, Nisi, and Lori had to go to the investment.
Yeah, I went by myself last year.
Did you go?
Last year, by
You went
myself.
last
I had to
year,
go
yeah.
by myself, yeah.
And
'cause
so-
I came after Nisi rolled off.
That's right. There's sort of certain things the council has to do too, especially if you're on the investment committee, you have to take that class.
Y'all
So-
have it
So
again
that
this year.
covers that too.
Y'all have it again this year, right? Every 2 years?
Yes.
Yep, see? Yep, lucky you again.
Yeah, it'll be coming up.
Mhm.
December,
Yep.
Probably good information.
Oh, it is.
it is,
It's really good.
if you get a good instructor.
One you can understand.
Some of them are really, really fun, and then some of them just, it's like, it's so hard to pay attention.
Yeah, actually, and there's no capital outlay this year in administration. So if you go to the next page, and it kind of gives you, if you look up there, bond retirement, $646,500, and then interest on that bond, interest expense on the bond's $452,870. So for a total debt service on our bond is $1,099,370. And so total administration is $1,822,335. Oh.
Not a lot of budget.
Well, if you notice, we don't have any contingencies out there in this budget here. Contingencies are typically for things that you don't,
Plan on.
unexpected, and you don't
Mhm.
budget for.
Do you ever put anything in the budget for that?
We'd love to, but we try to stay within the budget
Because
and,
there's always contingencies,
Yeah.
right?
yeah. Well, you always little things that happen, we just try to cover them best we can. Mhm.
Out of what fund?
Well, it depends on what it is.
I know.
It depends on what it
That's
is.
I was asking.
Yeah, it depends on what it is.
Whichever one has plenty.
Yeah.
Throw a dart.
Yeah, depends on where we got the money. But if you'll notice, even in the 26 budget last year, you know, we didn't have any contingencies there either. Yeah.
We need to put some money in that fund.
So they used to budget for contingencies, and then whenever I came, to make things more transparent, I separated things out into line items. So I really, encourage using the line item, even if you're gonna go over budget.
But how do I know which line item you used?
You may not, but we do.
We're supposed to be transparent, Calvin.
Well, yeah.
Well, it's more transparent going into a line item that you used,
Mhm.
whether it was budget or not. If you know that it's over, then you know that that was probably a contingent. It
Mhm.
wasn't budgeted.
So why in 2025 did we have $7,600 in contingencies?
That had to do with, the community event, the Live in the '05. So there were, it could have been that.
Expenses
I
on
think
that.
it was that, but I'm not positive.
Okay. That didn't have a place in your budget that you could have put that?
Generally, before it didn't, now it does, because
Yeah.
I created a line item for, that's mainly done out of donations. So what happens is if there's not, I think that this was, we received donations in one year and the expenses happened in the following year, and I think that's where the gap was. Because these are temporary accounts, so you can't record a revenue in the next year if you received it in the previous year. But the expense comes in the next year.
Gotcha.
So I believe that that's what happened. I'd have to do some more research to find out if y'all really,
It's not
Wanna
that
know.
important, I just, 'cause that's the way
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
still boggles my mind.
so now there is now instead of that revenue going into another income, it goes into a revenue account, and then whenever the expense happens, it comes out of that account too, and it's a wash.
But it may be a year later.
Could happen,
I
but we,
understand that. What I don't
Mm.
understand is the line item. How, we're supposed to be transparent, and I wanna know what line item it went into.
Okay, well,
If it's a
Is that-
contingency.
it would depend on what the expense was as to where it's gonna go.
Is that a public record?
Sure, absolutely.
So it could be looked at?
Oh, yeah,
We-
So it's
most definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ms. Jameson, it's kind of like saying the abatement lien, instead of the 10,000, it ended up being 15. That's where the contingency happened. They spent more in there, and you can go specifically to that line item and say, oh, they went over, that was a contingency.
Okay.
Yeah, and just to, maybe this is a good example, maybe not. Let's talk about fuel expense, okay?
Okay,
We all know fuel just went up,
Mhm.
it
okay?
went down now.
Well,
It's been up.
But it was up,
It's
okay.
been up for 3 months.
Yeah, but it was up,
Yeah.
okay. And so here we have $2,500 budgeted for fuel,
Right.
okay? So the way we do it now, even if we go over, let's say we spend 3,000 on fuel,
Okay.
we're gonna show 3,000 in the fuel expense to where they used to go, oh, we're over, take it out of
if
contingency.
they put it under contingency.
Then
how
you don't
do-
know what it
How
is.
do you know? How does the public know what it
Yeah.
was? It just says contingency.
So
If you put it under fuel, the public knows that it was
That
fuel.
is fuel, yeah.
So basically, looking at it from this perspective, you're just saying that you're not budgeting for contingencies, meaning it's not a savings account, right? So this would be like a general savings account for incidentals that come up that are not expected. But you're not putting a budget aside for those things, you're just saying if we go over, we go over, when we pull it from where we need to pull it from. Is that right?
No,
No.
not really. It's just now whenever, anything that we pay, has a line item for it.
I see what you're saying, because you're saying if it's not budgeted, it would come out of like the reserve account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, it's gonna come out of the reserves.
Mhm.
Okay.
Whether it's there or whether it's in the budget over somewhere,
Yeah.
it's still coming out of reserves.
So contingency doesn't have line item notes. So if it goes into contingency, just 20
I have to
bucks.
go,
Yeah, $30, $100.
yeah, I would have
Yeah.
to go in and
Yeah.
run a detailed report to find out
Mhm.
what's in there.
Yeah,
And
and
that
the way it
might not
is,
tell you completely.
yeah, and the way it is now, anytime we have an expense, it's coded to one of these line items.
Right.
And I will tell you, over the last, I'm gonna say 3 years, we have added a lot of line items here
Just
to
define better.
be sure that we have a place to put everything,
Yep. Gotcha.
which I think is a lot more transparent than just saying, hey,
Absolutely.
just pay it out of contingency.
Yeah, absolutely.
Any other questions? Brenda, we get your question answered?
No. You and I will talk about it.
Okay, okay.
Beat him up.
I do a lot on account.
You do. Okay, so moving to finance. So there you see the salaries. And salaries, overtime, of course, there's your social security, unemployment tax, hospitalization, workers' comp, retirement, certification pay. So total personnel is 219,660. Any questions on that? Okay. And then moving down to office supplies, operating supplies, clothing, office furniture, and equipment. So total supplies, $6,700. And then professional services, consultant services, audit. There's where your 25,000 is for the audit.
Mhm.
Yes,
Go ahead.
half of it came from water sewer,
Came from what?
water sewer.
Water sewer,
Okay, so there's gonna be another blank line item somewhere.
Yeah.
yes,
In water sewer.
Okay.
yeah. We were just waiting for y'all to ask.
She saw me.
And the consultant services, those were moved from admin, because that's for our financial advisors.
Mhm.
And it was paid out of the professional services under admin.
Okay. Due subscription, education, the total services, 40,815. And then office equipment, software, 15,000. And so total finance department, $282,175. Any questions on finance?
No, sir.
Ronnie has a question.
No,
Okay.
good.
Then we get to police. Okay. Yeah, police salaries.
Got a lot of questions about this.
Yeah. Here's the biggest chunk of the budget right here.
Like you and me both.
Okay, so you have salaries, overtime, dispatch salaries, dispatch overtime, support staff salaries, support staff overtime, part-time salaries, social security, unemployment tax, group and life hospitalization, and workers' comp, retirement, certification, police, certification pay, dispatch, and PD support cert pay. So your total, for that right there, total personnel is $2,442,523.
What do you mean by support staff?
Anybody who's not a policeman or a dispatcher.
Mhm.
Oh,
Everybody
okay.
else.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
So that would, what, your,
Like the records clerk,
yeah.
crime scene
Chuck.
technician.
I think-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Animal control.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So how many, people do you have under your,
So there's a total of 26 either policemen or dispatchers, and then there are 3 support staff. And we have part-time employees, like, that we'll use, instead of using overtime, we'll use a part-time dispatcher or whatever.
So like 30 total?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you have office supplies, postage, operating supplies, fuel expense, clothing, office furniture and equipment, tools and small equipment. And so for total supplies, $105,600. And then for building maintenance, we have 5,000, motor vehicle repairs, 15, so total maintenance, 20,000. And then you have pre and post-employment medical. You have professional services, information technology services, and leased vehicles, in-code, animal shelter fees, janitorial, utilities, you have the Waco radio fee, telephones, advertising, dues and subscription, education, insurance, billing and contents, insurance liability, insurance collision, forensic testing, for total services of $340,904.
I just want to mention, I'm looking at animal shelter fees, and it went from 64,000 to 12,000, almost 13,000.
I'm sorry, which one you looking at?
Animal shelter.
Shelter fees.
Yes.
Like in 25, it was 14,500, then it went to 69,420.
Yes.
64, like that, those are really big variances.
They are.
So whatever we did it right. Because
That's right. So let me tell y'all, every time we take an animal to the shelter, it's $1,800. So if our animal control officer picks up a dog, stray dog, and takes it to the shelter, $1,800 what we get charged. And we pay for what we took last year. So we have drastically tried not to take anything to the shelter.
You just take it to Elmont or?
Yeah. No, Belmead.
We found foster.
Yeah, now we're taking a Bell Mead and take them over to Bell Mead. No, actually, we try not to pick them up unless they're aggressive. And Chuck, he knows the neighborhood real well, so he knows a lot of the people who own these dogs. He takes them back. He's actually,
Chipper, chip.
yeah, we got, chip scanner. And just so everybody knows, okay, if you have an animal in Lacy Lakeview, it's supposed to be registered with the city, it's supposed to be chipped, vaccinated, spayed, or neutered. That's our ordinance.
Well, I think
And if we had everybody going, adhering to our ordinance, we wouldn't have these kind of problems. I'm gonna be honest with you.
When somebody comes in and does their water now, when
Yep.
they sign up, they do have to fill out the form if they have
Mhm.
one, so.
Yeah. So we're trying to take more proactive steps. If y'all remember back in the fall, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah, back in the fall, we done a dog day or something like that. Yeah, to where they come in, I mean, it was free vaccinations, free chip, free registration. We're trying to do everything we can to get ahead of this. Because I don't like paying them $60,000 or $70,000.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is.
That's crazy.
Even, 12,000, 13,000 is.
That's
crazy.
yeah, it's a lot of money.
But 60,000, jeez. Louise.
Yeah, and that's what it costs us. I think our payment for this year is like over $5,000 a month.
Wow.
Yeah. And believe me, we could use that money for a lot of other things.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. So if, citizens start complaining about the dogs and say, well, help us out here. So total services, $349.04. Then we have office equipment and software. We got equipment, property improvements. You see the 2021 police SUVs are no longer on there, they're paid off. So if you want to see your total police budget is $2,919,027.
Smaller than it should be.
smaller than it should be.
It's growing every year.
Oh, yeah.
Tom, what would you do different?
No, I'm just
Golf.
kidding. It's good.
He's just joking around.
Let me tell you, Yeah, we're good for now.
Now we come to the fire department, okay? You have salary, social security, unemployment tax, group and hospital, workers' comp, retirement, certification pay, so our total personnel is $146,098. Then we have office supplies, operating supplies, fuel expense, clothing. If you noticed, last year our projection was 20,000. We've only got 3,000 budgeted, okay? We actually moved that down to equipment because a lot of their clothing is not really clothing, it's equipment.
Yeah.
So we're putting it in a different category where it really belongs. Tools and small equipment, and that's actually a new line item for them. So total supplies, 22,700. Building maintenance, motor vehicles, total maintenance 22,500. Professional services, leased vehicle, utilities, telephones, due subscription, education, child safety program, insurance and building contents, insurance liability, insurance collision. So total services, 67,814. And then equipment, that's 28,000. You see we moved that clothing down to that. And then so capital outlay, 28,000. So fire department, $287,112.
How many employees do you have?
Two.
And then how many volunteers?
8 others.
8 others.
10 total right now.
We appreciate both y'all's hard work.
Yeah, if I can say that, you know, in the monthly reports, sometimes I'll add that our volunteers provided 600 hours this month at a cost of savings of
Yeah.
whatever, so I try to throw that in every once in a while. Then also the grants that we've been getting, you know, that saves a tremendous amount for the city as well.
So y'all had to get, I'm gonna call it respirators, but it's different than that, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
That's been taken care of at this point, or?
Yes, we were told that they had a 10-year life, and it's actually 15.
Oh,
And
good.
so we have a couple of years, because we were actually behind when that was brought up. So now we have another maybe 3 more years before we gotta get that figured out.
So, being that that's a large expense, did we put a budget together, I mean, not a budget, but like an escrow together to offset that large cost? Do y'all do anything like that?
Ronnie, honestly, we have not, no.
I can tell you, 12 years ago, we got that on the grant, and it was probably a 10% to the city matching grant.
Right.
However, that large expense was mostly covered by a grant, and we're actively searching for that, you know, for that. But if they're not due, then we're not into consideration at this point, so.
Okay.
Any other questions for fire? Okay.
10 times less, by the way.
80% is
All right.
employees.
Ronnie, when the equipment gets to that point, we're just gonna tell them it's good for 20 years. So we're gonna buy 5 more years out of it. No, I'm just kidding.
Just the volunteers, right?
Well, no. Let's see, now we go to parks. If you look at your salaries, your overtime, social security, unemployment tax, hospitalization, workers' comp, retirement, total personnel, 978, sorry. Operating supplies, let's see here, we moved some of that to small equipment, didn't we? Yeah, okay. If you'll notice under operating supplies, some of that we moved down to tools and small equipment, okay? And then we have civic center supplies, we have food truck, park supplies, we have fuel expense, clothing, and then, of course, office furniture, which we don't have anything in this year, and then tools and small equipment. So total supplies, 24,000. Furniture, office repair, we don't have anything on there for them. Implement repairs, 500. Motor vehicle repairs, 3,000. Small equipment repairs, you'll notice that's a new line item for 2,000, okay? But if you look up, where implement repairs were, it come out of that, okay? Civic Center building maintenance, food truck park maintenance, so total maintenance, $8,500.
Quick question here.
Yes.
Ellen. Did we budget anything for the Veterans Memorial Park, awning out there, the stage that's over there that you and I looked at? Did we look at that? I think I mentioned
We talked
it.
about it, we didn't
Yeah.
look at it, we talked about it, I know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
I don't really think we have anything in there for that. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Looks rough from a distance, I haven't been up close to it.
Well, you know, when it was built, it was kinda like bowing on the end down there.
Yeah,
Is that the only weak spot?
Not
Just
really,
that one brace?
not really, it's, getting rot all the way around the edge of it. It was built by, I think, some ex-city staff, and really wasn't done right.
Yeah.
How long has it lasted? Been there
No, it's
a long time.
lasted quite a while,
Been there a long time.
been in there a long time,
Almost 20 years. I
yeah,
bet.
it has. So, you know, can't knock it totally.
Yeah.
Mayor, how's the income,
Was that?
how's the income from the food truck farm?
Not very much. It honestly just has not done what we thought it would do. Whatever. I guess to hear it from the food truck people, they don't think it's a good location. You know, they said it's not good traffic there, which personally I disagree with it. Kind of my opinion, if we could get 2 or 3 up there, they would get more flow. But, you know, trying to get them up there.
Do we have other
There's-
land, like off 77, that we could move it somewhere that the city doesn't have any land,
Mm-mm.
that you right off the highway?
We don't have anything else.
Maybe we could get some vendors to come in there once or twice a month.
Well, that's one thing
Other than food trucks.
Right. One thing we talked about doing, and I think Amy is gonna try to help with this, is that we'd like to do a farmer's market once a month, and that would get people up there, you know?
I'm just not sure about parking, so I've been going over there and looking at it. And I'm still, and if anyone else wants to work with me on trying to get with the farmer's market, I did meet with the World Hunger Relief Farm and kind of pitched it to their executive director. She was a little bit concerned about having competition of, you know, East Waco has their own real farmer's market, you know, so, but she did say she was open to it and it's doable. So if anyone wants to brainstorm with me on that, just holler, I'll be glad to.
Okay.
Well, what about also maybe a small flea market?
That's
You know,
right.
once a month or something?
Yeah,
Baked
yeah.
goods and
Just-
stuff
just
like
something
Yeah, see,
that.
I would, well, and you know, I don't know if you can combine a flea market, farmer's market together, kind of thing.
You might at first, but I think at one point you'll have to separate them.
Yep, keep
It
them
would-
separate.
It would be better maybe to have it on 2 different weekends anyway, just to. Or something.
Yeah. So, we feel like if we could get something like that started, maybe that'll bring some more food trucks up there. I personally don't think it's a bad location, but, you know, I don't have a food truck.
It's not terrible, you just need a sign that's out on 77.
Just a portable sign.
Because I've had people ask me, where is it? And it's right off Craven.
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean right off Craven? Right there, right there on Craven, I mean.
Yeah, well, it's right behind Dollar General, you know, I'd say, to me, it's not a bad location, but, you know, that's what they say. Doesn't have the traffic.
If there was a way to put a sign out there.
It's called a post, a nail.
And a flashing
Well.
light.
That's it.
Food.
Yep. So anyway, moving on there, we have furniture, office repair, nothing for parks. We have implement repairs, motor vehicles, small equipment repairs. That's a new line item right there. Civic Center building maintenance, food truck park maintenance. So total maintenance, we're gonna go with that, 8,500, okay. Professional services, 2,000. Lease vehicles, that is new for parks. They currently are borrowing a vehicle from water and sewer, and I need to get that vehicle back to water and sewer because we need it down there. So we're looking at getting them just an F-150 so they can pull their trailer and do what they need. And then equipment rental, utilities, civic center utilities, food truck park utilities, insurance, building and contents, insurance liability, insurance collision. Total services, $60,060. Equipment, $15,000. Property improvements, we don't have anything, and Amy, that's probably where that would have had to have gone, but we don't have anything in there this year for it. So total for the parks is $330,538. Let's see, then we move to streets. You have salaries, overtime, social security, unemployment tax, group hospitalization, workers' comp, retirement, street certification pay. Total personnel, $538,995. And then operating supplies, fuel expense, clothing, tools, and small equipment. That's a new line item there. And total supplies, $54,500. And then implement repairs, heavy equipment repairs. And if you'll notice, that is a new line item that come out of implement repairs, because that really didn't cover our heavy equipment. Then you have motor vehicle repairs, so total maintenance, $25,000. Professional services, leased vehicles, equipment rental, utilities, education, insurance, building and contents, insurance liability, insurance collision. Total services, $90,955. Equipment, $23,000. So total streets, $732,450.
Why did the equipment double from 26 to?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. We have budgeted in here, 2 dump trucks, two used dump trucks. One will be in streets and one will be in water and sewer. So we are running dump trucks right now that are 2,000 miles, and they are junk. I mean, we're spending a lot of money keeping them running, and getting parts is hard.
And you'll be able to do that with 23,000?
That's a payment.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a payment. Yeah,
Wow.
that's not purchase. I'm hoping to bring that to the council in July. I've sent a request to government capital for funding. We've been looking online, and I think we can, well, I know we can. We can get a dump truck, a good used dump truck, low mileage, around 60,000. And so if we get, so for this budget here, that's one dump truck. The other dump truck will be in water and sewer.
And we use those just like when we're cleaning the streets and doing work and
Oh,
repairs
yeah,
on
oh,
the
yeah.
street, that's what.
Now, we use them all the time. I mean, hauling things and, you know,
Can people still get the dump truck at their house and put stuff
yeah,
in the dump truck?
yeah. Yeah, we have an old dump truck that we don't even use for anything else, that we just use it for that. We take it and park it, and about all it's good for. But we're to the point, if we don't get some dump trucks, we're going to buy about 20 wheelbarrows.
How much would that cost?
A lot in manual labor.
Yeah, a lot in manual labor. And I believe me, our health insurance is gonna go way up.
Sure.
I mean, we're just at that point. We gotta do something.
Hey, Rodney said it, not me.
He laughed at it, though.
So Amy, that's the payment.
We'll give him the double bills.
Thank you for clarifying. And
Would it
being patient with all
Would
of
it
us.
have electric motor on
Be getting a bunch of little Georgia buggies.
it? Donkeys.
Building official. Let's see. We have salaries, social security, unemployment, group hospitalization, workers' comp, retirement, certification pay. So total personnel, 181,864. Office supplies, fuel expense, clothing, total supplies, 4,500. Motor vehicle repairs, 1,000. Professional services, leased vehicle, education, insurance liability, insurance, collision, total on the building official, $207,504.
Explain to me what building official is.
Sir?
What is building official? Is that the inspection?
Yeah, inspections, right. That's Tomas and the lady that helps him. Yeah. Mhm.
Your house is better than you got a ship there.
Yeah, that's one of our lesser departments, you know.
I got you now. Don't call me no more.
Now, let's see, court, you have salaries, social security, unemployment tax, group hospitalization, workers' comp, retirement, certification pay, and the judge. So total personnel, 144,553. Then office supplies, 4,000. Professional services, attorney fees, education. And so total court, $157,053. And that's Christine and the judge.
Yay, girl. One of the things that I noticed.
Yes, ma'am.
about court, since we hired or did a contract with MBBA, it's really helped us
Mhm.
financially.
It has.
I don't know if y'all looked at it or not, but it has helped financially income.
Yep.
What is it, in?
MBBA, it's a recovery,
Yeah.
I guess, is what I call it.
Yeah, it's collections.
Yeah.
So you get to get out your fees, like if somebody's not paying a ticket or.
So yes,
fine.
once they've gone to warrant for 60 days, they get turned over to collections. And then they start the collection process, the notifications and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been very beneficial.
Oh, yeah. And a side note, we also have them now collecting our delinquent property taxes. So if someone's delinquent on property taxes, I think probably a year or two, I'm not sure exactly what their time frame is. We don't want them to go too long because it just lets them dig a deeper hole. So we try to collect them a lot quicker. Okay, now we're into utility fund, and this is utility fund revenues, okay? So water revenues, $2,487,672.20. Then you have your sewer revenue, your late fees, your water taps, sewer taps, service charge, NSF charge, credit card fees, for a total fees and services, $4,127,363.66. And then in interest earnings and tax pool interest earnings, 52,850. Other income, 30,000. So for a total utility fund revenue, 4,210,213.66.
Another question, so 2026 budget, when we're looking at the interest earnings, so actual 2025 is 7,300, budgeted for 26 is 8,500, and then we drop down to 2,800?
Mm-hmm.
Is that $6,000 difference?
Yeah, the interest rates decreased.
That's quite a bit though.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all also using that money so you don't have to touch it in there, right?
I think we did.
Okay.
Now, if you will look up at your water revenues, our projection versus our budget, same way with sewer.
Speaking of that, did we ever get, all the income from the loss?
We had a lot of them, I mean, some of them paid in full, some of them are on a payment plan. And I think we only let them pay it out in a year.
Megan, how many do we have left? The-
Yeah, like I say, some of them we set up a payment plan, and then some of them paid in full.
The large ones, how many do we have
Yeah, I don't remember.
6 that are still
Mm-hmm.
But everybody stepped up and decided to take care of it.
Yeah, everybody either paid it or made payment arrangements. Yeah. And the water revenues and sewer revenues here do not reflect an increase that we'll have in starting October 1st, according to our rate study.
We approved that, though.
It has to go back before council.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
we
no,
approved the
no, a
rate study.
A rate
Right.
study.
Yeah,
We did a rate
but-
study
But we
last
didn't
year.
approve the rate.
Yeah, we approved the rate study, but
Well,
we'll be.
we approved an increase last fiscal year,
Right.
the fiscal year that we're in
Right.
now.
That's right.
But the rate study said we should do it every year so that we're
Yeah.
not hitting them
Mhm.
Right.
every couple of years with
Yeah.
what they.
Yeah.
Amy, I know you weren't here, but we done the rate study, and they recommended we increase just a little bit every year, instead of waiting 2 years and hitting it hard, just a little bit as we go on. Okay? So utility administration, of course, you have your salaries, overtime, social security, unemployment tax, group hospitalization, workers' comp, retirement, certification pay. So total personnel, 125,062. Office supplies, operating supplies, water billing and postage, fuel expense. So total supplies, 38,120. Professional services, merchant services, the audit. So there's nothing there, let's move to finance. Attorney's fees, in-code water, janitorial, telephones, education, insurance, building and contents, insurance liability, insurance collision, regional sewer fee, purchase of water. So total services, $2,205,450. Bond retirement, interest expense bond, agent's fees, total debt service, $569,670. Water management fee, $153,849. That's a management fee, Brenda, you asked about. Okay. So total, utility, admin, $3,092,151.60. Okay. Moving on to Public Works. And this is your water sewer, okay? There's you have salaries, overtime, social security, unemployment, group hospitalization, workers' comp, retirement, certification pay. Total personnel, $532,345. Office supplies, operating supplies, fuel expense, clothing, tools and small equipment. You'll notice that's a new line item. Total supplies, $134,200. Implement repairs, heavy equipment repairs, motor vehicle repairs, small equipment repair, lift station repair, and generator repair. So there's 3 new line items there. One's generator repair, one's small equipment repair, and one's heavy equipment repair. Total maintenance, $32,000.
So on the lift station repair, is that a, item that we, are planning on doing? Or is that just a regular maintenance type? of
Regular
thing?
maintenance,
Okay.
yeah.
We're replacing the one over on Spring. Put it over.
Mm-hmm. I think, we're replacing Spring Creek
Yes.
and then working on Spring Oak also. Yep. And then, of course, the one down here on Conway. It's a total replacement there, right up on the interstate.
Yeah, that's a new one though, right?
Yeah, it's brand new, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it replaces the old one that was back there, but yeah.
Yep.
So then we have professional services, laboratory services, that's a new line item. Leased vehicles, utilities, telephones, dues and subscriptions, and education. So total services, $209,080. office equipment and software, equipment, Vector trailer principal, meter replacement principal and property improvements. Total capital outlay, $210,437.06. Got the Vector interest, meter replacement interest, so total debt service, $66,066.93. So total public works, $1,118,062.06.
So on the,
Sir?
Pass.
Moving on.
City Manager, I'm going to interrupt you for just a moment. I'm going to take my leave, and I will be passing the gavel.
Okay.
So,
Calvin,
Yes, ma'am.
tell me about the deficit in 25.
Let's see, what was the deficit?
430,120.62.
Yeah,
Amber, do you know?
I would have to do research. I don't know exactly. I know that we did have that, that sewer spill, that did a lot.
mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
The what?
The sewer,
Was that
the line that they, on Avenue H.
Avenue H?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That had a lot to do with it.
And I think that was also where we had, the water billing mistake, wasn't it?
That's a
Yes.
lot of deficit.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's also
Yeah.
the water billing
Mhm.
as well. The water billing was a lot.
Yeah, it was quite a bit.
Can we maybe get something that outlines?
Ma'am?
That, can we get maybe just like a breakdown, like the list that says this is what that's included? Do you have it?
I could create something.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't know if it's allocated in different buckets where you could easily go back and see. Because this goes back to what we were talking about contingencies and overages, right, at the beginning, is what I'm thinking.
Well,
is like
this has to do with, yes, but it has to do with, that contingencies, that 80,000, that's Avenue H, because it wasn't our property that was fixed, it was the homes that were repaired.
Yeah, we repaired 4 homes, if y'all remember.
And you can't capitalize those projects because they're not our property. So there was literally nowhere else to put that. So that one did go under contingencies. And then, like Calvin said before, the revenues were not where they were supposed to be because of the error.
When was that error caught? When did the error occur and when was it caught and how was it corrected?
The error occurred when the meters were put in and the data and information was transferred over.
Okay.
And so it went for almost a year.
It escaped us for a year?
For a year.
We did an audit.
Mhm.
We did an
I
audit.
did,
Yeah.
it was around 6 months, actually.
Yeah,
Was
it
it?
wasn't-
Okay.
But it took longer to correct. But it was about 6 months whenever we noticed.
Was it our error or was it the input error on the other company?
It was the input error on the other company.
Did they pay?
No.
How much was the error?
Well,
Well, they didn't pay, but the customers
yeah.
still paid. It just didn't pay it within this total
Not
fiscal year,
lost
that's what.
money, it's just,
Right.
Yeah, it was delayed.
Mhm.
It wasn't actually the company, it was their contract.
It was their subcontractor. And actually, Brenda, I
But
think by
that's not our
law,
customer's fault.
well, I understand it, but they still use the water. Brenda, if we done an audit on your meter and we found that the meter wasn't metering, or we didn't charge it correct, we can go back 2 years by law.
I understand, but I still don't. I
Yeah,
don't agree with
and
it.
some of them knew that their water bill was a lot less than it should have been.
So let's say you're paying $100 a month for water. You get a new water meter and it drops down to 50. You know there's something.
You know, I know.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
They knew.
Well, so we're saying that is gonna make up for $300,000? That's how much that error was?
Pretty big,
And we
pretty
charged
big
that.
area, yeah.
How much of the error did the customers pay?
all of it.
All of it,
It went through their meters.
yeah.
It was all commercial,
Mhm.
Yes.
so it was,
Oh, it
it was
was?
apartments,
Yeah, it
it was
was all
hotels,
commercial.
it was no residential.
No
Right.
residential.
It's like 20 companies, right?
How many were there, Megan?
I can't remember exactly, but it was
20?
strictly commercial
20
customers.
something?
And it had to do with the size of the meter not being
Oh,
billed
that,
properly.
you and I talked about that.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, there were no residential customers, it was all commercial.
Unless the residential had a 3/4
Right.
instead of a half.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right. And there were very few.
Yep, it's
But
a
we
big
talked
one.
to all of them and they were not too angry about it because they understood the water went through their meters.
Ryan was angry.
No,
No, I'm just kidding.
I just said, don't expect it all in one.
No,
day.
I'm just kidding, like I knew you were.
Right.
Yeah. No,
But-
we agreed and we understood.
Yeah.
And we weren't gonna dispute the use of the water consumption,
Mhm.
but we were going to have an issue if we had to pay immediately, because that was not, we
Right.
paid all these years
Yeah.
in full.
So Right.
after this year. And
Mhm.
the city's oversight, or whoever's oversight was not.
Yeah. But we did get it all worked out.
Good.
Okay, now moving to special revenue.
Special. Must be my call.
Sir? What was that, Ronnie?
Said that must be my column.
No. Okay, here's the hot fund, that's the hotel motel tax, and then interest earnings off of that. So total hot fund, 403,500. And then if you look at the expense there for the hot fund, you got attorney's fees, advertising, Waco Chamber, billboard advertising, Baylor, Texas Sports Hall of Fame, LCC. There we do have some contingencies, because we don't spend all the money. So total hot fund, 403,500. Does everybody understand what the hot funds are?
I do. It seems like we're kind of liberal in how we use them sometimes, so I don't know if that's intentional or. and
It's
Well-
specific, Amy, it's a specific use basis.
Oh, yeah, what we try to do when we use that money is put heads in beds. That's what it's for, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, but we use it for the city sign, our
Yeah.
marquee sign.
Yeah, and we're advertising for them too. Yeah, we're advertising for them.
Our hotel.
Yeah.
So you can stay here.
Mm-hmm.
We make sure, and she makes sure, we can coming out every day.
Oh, yeah. And then child safety fund, you see the revenue, of course, that's from the county, interest earnings. So child safety fund, 8,900. Basically, the expenses operate 8,900, that's kind of a wash. Inspection.
Why is that a new one?
It was kept under the general fund, and it really needs to be in its own fund.
For accounting purposes.
Okay.
And then inspection technology fund, you see your inspection technology fee, we're budgeting 5,000. So the inspection technology fund, 5,000. Then the inspection, expense, 5,000.
What is that?
Sir?
What is that?
Every time someone applies for a building permit, we charge them a technology fee. And so the reason we do that is because as the code books change, they update code books, things like that, well, then we can go in and purchase those books So it's a technology fee.
Yep.
He gives us that money to upgrade our technology as well.
And they're pretty expensive.
Yeah, that stuff's expensive.
They're not cheap at all.
Change 3 line items and expect you to buy it book.
Five books, so I get 5 line items.
One of these days, we're gonna find somebody who can read them. And then infrastructure fund. If you look at the infrastructure fund, 312,000. And then you look how it's broke down, street infrastructure, 112, water infrastructure, 100, sewer infrastructure, 100. So infrastructure fund expense-wise is 312. And then street bond fund, the street bond proceeds, and keep in mind, that is the money we're going to take from the CD to pay for the 3 streets that are coming up this year, okay? And so, 5,490,000, and we're looking at, we budgeted, 3 million for Walnut, 490,000 for Donald, and 2 million for Virginia.
No contingencies in this?
No, sir. No contingencies on that. But that, and keep in mind, that's for this coming budget.
Yeah.
Because that project will extend into the next year.
But it won't be complete. Yeah, you got 28.
I'm afraid so. And you know, I mean, that, Ronnie, you know how construction projects are.
Yeah.
I mean, it could start raining, we could, you know, you never know. But this is what their projection is. Any questions? I know this is the first time y'all seen it, obviously, we just presented it,
Y'all
but,
changed the layout of this, right?
sir?
Y'all changed the layout of this over last year's?
Well, we
Uh,
added the, no, we
very-
just,
very
the
little.
only thing we did was add funds and add
Yeah.
line items,
Okay.
just for transparency, easy read.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I was thinking this was a little bit easier to read than last year's was.
I try to improve it a little every year.
Mm-hmm.
When I first got it, it was just a category budget, and it was 5 pages, and couldn't tell what anything was.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Calvin, I probably will have some questions, but I didn't want to keep everybody here this whole time, because I went through last year's budget to kind of prepare myself for what we were gonna go through today. And so I marked questions from last year's budget, and so I don't know if it's better to have a phone call or a meeting, or how you want to.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
But, I just, heads up, I probably will have some.
Okay. So what I would say is, everybody take it home, look at it, you know, kind of smoke it over and make your questions, and we're having another budget workshop on the 14th. So that give everybody pretty much plenty of time to look at it.
With that being said,